My name is Eric Tucker, and I cover the FBI, Justice Department, and National Security for the Associated Press. I'm here at the Justice Department in Washington, where we have just learned that Hunter Biden, the son of President Joe Biden, has been indicted on federal firearms charges. This indictment follows the collapse of a plea agreement that had been scheduled to be entered over the summer. That deal imploded over a dispute between the two sides over the terms of the agreement, and then it resulted in an indictment this afternoon. What Hunter Biden is accused of is lying on a federal form to purchase a firearm. And those forms ask you about your drug use. And the allegation is that Hunter Biden lied on that form by saying that he was not using drugs, when at the time he has openly admitted, including in a book that he wrote about his life, that he was in fact struggling with a crack cocaine addiction right at that time. At some point in the coming days, we expect that Hunter Biden will come into court and enter a not guilty plea. And it's worth noting, this is a fairly shocking turn of events from where we were over the summer. The plea deal that Hunter Biden was scheduled to enter over the summer in federal court in Wilmington included both gun and tax charges. However, the indictment today only includes firearms charges. It's worth noting that that does not preclude or rule out the possible filing of additional charges related to his taxes or his business dealings down the road.
Welcome back, everyone.
The indictment comes as Republicans in Congress are pursuing an impeachment inquiry involving President Joe Biden. And so there's no question that further attention or scrutiny of Hunter Biden's legal past and legal woes perhaps gives momentum for Republicans to continue to pursue that inquiry.
That shows that the Department of Justice is doing its job and is taking it seriously, and they determined that these are the charges that they can prove. I can assure you that I spent 10 years as a federal prosecutor, and I can assure you that Chairman Comer and Chairman Jordan do not know what goes into charging criminal charges and what is required. And so if they are going to say there should be more charges against Hunter Biden, they don't know what they're talking about. The reality is, as a Democrat, am saying that if Hunter Biden, the president's son, committed crimes, he should be held accountable for them. You don't hear any Republican saying that if Donald Trump committed crimes, he should be held accountable for them. And that's a critical difference. I believe in the rule of law. We believe in the rule of law. What we don't believe in are politicized, bogus, sham impeachment inquiries where there is no evidence to support it.
Well, it will be the first of many indictments, I imagine.
For Hunter?
Yeah, it's the weakest one.
This is the weakest one.
Oh yeah, I would imagine. I mean, if we were able to continue our investigation, and if DOJ and the FBI and IRS have seen and would investigate what we've seen and would do this investigation, I imagine this will be the first of many indictments for Hunter Biden.
I don't have no idea what took the Department of Justice so long. It's clear he violated the law. About damn time.
Do you think this is where it ends?
No, I don't. I think I think now that let's be very clear. If we weren't in a majority, nobody would be knowing anything about any of this stuff. And the Department of Justice was going to cover it up like they've been doing the last several years. So I think now there's going to have to be a real deep dive at Main Justice about why there has been obstruction to this degree that's protected the son of the President of the United States.
I think our Republican colleagues would probably be demanding that the charges be dropped if it were for almost any other American. They don't believe in gun charges. They would be trying to turn him into some kind of Second Amendment martyr. At this point, can you imagine if Jared Kushner were arraigned on gun charges? They would be calling for Second Amendment rallies all over the country right now. And all the Democrats are saying is, let's let the rule of law and the justice system work.
Well, starting with Hunter Biden, as I've said publicly, I think there's some evidence that indicates certainly he's acted unethically, perhaps illegally. I think the only thing the president is guilty of is being a father, and I mean that sincerely. And I've said it 1,000 times. I love the president. I think he saved the country. I think his policies, for which I voted and helped market and will continue to, have been terribly helpful to the country. But what I've said also publicly is numbers don't lie. I think we have some pundits that are. I know how people feel. The numbers reflect that. I know a lot of colleagues feel. And this is existential, I believe, for democracy. It saddens me, but I'm pleased to see some highly regarded journalists now saying the same thing. That's why I'm going to take a little step back here and let the data and more prominent people do that talking, because saying the quiet part out loud does not come with political reward.